we'll get the retro jerseys up, and people can have a look on the YouTube version, and then at home you can follow along because they really are. Um, a lot of them, I think it went over a lot better than I thought it would. I thought there were some really, really nice ones. Daniel, why don't we start with you? I want you to give me one of your third favorite. Let's go like that.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna go with the Nordiques one, the Colorado Avalanche Nordiques one. That's my third.
Why? Why is it only third?
Okay, so like I'm gonna have the unpopular opinion here, and the way I see it, you know, it might be the same thing you're gonna say for my top one, but the way I see it is that it's the same thing as the Hartford one. You know, they were already beloved jerseys, and I know that you're kind of throwing it back to what the teams were before they relocated, but to me, it's the same thing. You just added the colors of the current team.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, like, I know they had all of that going on. If you could see the YouTube channel, but I'm not saying like it's a bad jersey. I'm like I really do love it. I love the throwback. I love that the Nordiques finally get some love in
Yes.
2020. It's just it's not my top one because I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know. To me it's just as it is.
It's more just, hey, we're gonna get the Nordiques jersey. We're gonna, what, make our red into burgundy, and we're gonna put some gray into the blue. Really, like the fleur de lis. I think it's really nice.
The
Yeah.
Leafs one?
It's on mine, but
The what? Which jersey?
the Nordiques one.
Oh, the Nordiques one. I think I heard something about the Leafs.
Oh, you said
I'm
Fleur de
like,
Lis.
oh, sorry, I misheard that. Oh God.
No, leaf, fleur de lis,
Sorry.
flowery thing. That's all.
Yeah. No. I know what I know.
Good. All right. Who gave us your second favorite then?
I don't know. It was like a weird toss up for me. I'm gonna have a few honorable mentions for my second one.
Okay.
Of course.
The first one, and the only thing that kind of throws the one as an honorable mention, but the thing is that kind of like holds it back is the fact they put the name at the front of the jersey. I
Okay.
think they should have just kept the logo, and it's the Washington Capitals one
Oh, okay.
because I really like they brought back that eagle. I like that they had the majority of the red. You know, it reminded me of, I guess, in the '90s, like when I used to play those games. It was like Adam Oates and Joe Juno, and then to the early 2000s, that's when Jaromir Jagr gets shockingly traded to the Washington Capitals when he leaves the Penguins. So that was kind of like a good throwback for me. Another honorable mention, and it's gonna have to be the Minnesota Wild because they brought back. I know it's the same thing I said in the Nordies, but they brought back the North Stars colors,
They did.
and I think it looks really good. I think this could have been like an everyday jersey for them. You know, the fact they brightened up everything, and they took out like that burgundy red,
Yeah.
the blood ox blood off
Is
of
that
it.
what it is?
I don't know. That's
I
why it
don't-
sounded like a darker red.
It's like some other woodland creature a bear would kill, not an ox.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think oxes live in Minnesota. That's
No,
just-
that's the color of it's called ox blood.
I don't. I wish they would have done something like a newer logo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of yellow and green to begin with, but like, it could look worse. Not to downplay your thing, but it could look worse. Is the compliment I'll give to Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
which is always a criticism of the team itself. But I mean, we'll go on. What else, Daniel?
Okay, other honorable mention before number one has to go to the Calgary Flames. That jersey was the one that I really remember because it was when I really started getting into hockey. That's when
Flaming horse, right?
Aginla made that surprising run 2004 finals. That was something in my childhood that was a huge thing. I really thought they were going to beat the Lightning. I don't know why, for some reason, I didn't like the Lightning at the time because they were just too stacked. So
That
you
was-
really wanted Aginla and friends to, they already had a surprising playoff run that year that I'm like, they should have capped it off.
Steve Daniel agrees with you there. But that would have been like what, Vinny LeCavalier, Marty. Who else would have been on 10?
Brad Richards, Nikolai Habibulin when he was like a Vesna goalie. Also had Dan Boyle in his prime.
All right. So who's your number one? So do you have any more honorable mentions, or do you want to go to your number one here?
My number one's the Ducks. I know it's
course
pretty
it is.
biased.
Of
But
course it
The
is.
thing is, they actually brought back a throwback one.
So ugly.
Like, this is the one where they still had Solani and Korea playing together. That this is a one that, okay, so I'll say it this way. So for so long, I remember when I was a kid, people were like, this is the worst jersey the Ducks ever had, which I disagree with. And the fact that there's that 90s nostalgia now that people look back and they're like, man, that jersey was actually pretty nice. And if you go on eBay to look at the original one of this, it's like almost $2,000.
Yeah.
And it came out at the same time when the Mighty Ducks cartoon was getting really popular. So like to see, Wild Wing come out of the ice like that was pretty iconic for me. And again, like this was also right before the Ducks traded Timo Solani to the San Jose Sharks. So, you still had the Korea Solani era going on when you had this jersey. So this is a number one for me, and this is the one that I have to get when it comes out.
I mean, what are they starting at? $300?
I think so,
think
yeah,
it's
because they're all
different for every
Adidas, right?
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the Batmobile?
This is about the jerseys right
I
now.
love how you brought that up.
Yeah.
Before I throw to Alex for his top three,
hmm
you guys see they released the biggest Lego set ever. It's coming
No,
out
what is it?
7,
What is it?
the Coliseum.
No way I'd buy that.
It's not like it's 9,000 pieces, right?
Good God.
It's not as massive as you think. I think what it's going to be, it's a very intricate build. Because
Yeah.
it's weird, because you know how Lego, it's always like 9 plus, 12 plus.
What's
They
this
put-
one?
they
50
put
plus.
The age on Lego of 18 plus for it.
Nice.
I just wanted
Nice.
to try and make it not sound like a loser when I inevitably buy it. But I just wanted to bring it up. All right, Alex,
How much is it?
it's less than the Death Star, actually. Is all I'll say.
And how much is the Death
Alex,
Star?
Don't worry about that. Alex,
Okay.
your top three. Starting with who do you got?
Number 3, I think that, it's going to be Colorado. I mean, pretty much for the same reason. Like, I really like it. Like, despite what Daniel's saying about them bringing back the old logo and just putting their color on top of it, I really like this jersey. Like, I just think the way it looks, and I think everyone secretly wants Quebec back, but we all know the NHL is never going to do it.
I don't think it's a secret, Alex.
Well, no, everyone wants it, but no, we all know they're not going to do anything. But yeah, like just because of that, the nostalgia, I really like the jersey. My second one is Arizona.
All right.
I don't know why. I love the purple. Like this is like one of the good this is like the only good thing they've done in a pretty long time. It's right there. I just think it really fits their team.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on, you know what?
Yeah.
One thing I just didn't like about this jersey, it would have been higher for me
What's up?
if they
See
didn't
there.
have the cactus
What do you
at
mean?
the
What?
bottom. But
What do you mean?
that part,
there's-
okay, that part of it, it makes it look like it's like a DH Gate jersey.
Hey, that's the man. This is I have
disagree.
Arizona up in my top three too. So I'll come back for you, Daniel, in a second. I'm
Okay.
gonna come back.
I do like yeah, like I disagree. Like I think the cactus makes it look kind of cool. Like they're embracing the fact that they are in a warm climate. I don't know if that's the reason they put it there, but it's there.
All right. Alex,
Um,
you're number two,
my number one.
the cactus.
My number one. My
Sorry.
number one.
Yeah, I'm so beyond.
Uh,
the-
My number one, and again, this is for nostalgia reasons, but I think the jersey looks absolutely awesome, is the Los Angeles Kings.
oh, the old Gretzky version. Yeah.
Oh, it just looks so good, and I think it's gonna look really good now. I think it's gonna look better. I just pretty much nostalgia, but that's why. So
A lot of people go on about green in sports. I want more purple like that. Not
and it
purple.
stands out, right? Like it's gonna stand out on the ice.
Oh yeah, it looks freaking nice. You know, they've been. I'm not a massive fan of the black and gray that the Kings do. I
Yeah.
know they put a little bit of gold in the uniform, but like honestly, this is the way to go. All right,
This is the way.
this is the way. I'm gonna wait for the season of Mandalorian to finish. I'm gonna go and watch it. All right.
Okay.
So my top 3. This is very easy for me, actually.
Daniel, I'm sorry. I'm surprised he didn't pick New Jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
That's an ugly jersey.
I know,
Oh,
but
the Christmas one.
yeah, but bro, Durr and
That's
stuff
the throwback one too. That one was kind of like I should have mentioned that too. That was an honorable mention as well, purely for the nostalgia because they actually just brought back an original one.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, makes sense. Okay, sorry, Adam. Go ahead.
No worries. Okay. So number 3. I keep going back and forth on this jersey, but it's starting to grow on me. When I first saw the concept of it, like the flat sort of crappy Photoshop that people do, I was like, no, it's not terrible, but it's not great. And then I saw a picture of a player wearing it. I'm like, okay, I really like it. And that's
Which one?
actually Montreal's.
Yeah.
It's quite jarring at first because it's just been, they've had blue in their jersey obviously for their entire lifetime, but it's always mainly been red. And they had like the weird candy cane one, and it's just, I don't believe them when they say this is based off the 76 jersey because it's the current jersey, but you swap the red and the blue. But you can't get that past me. But I just think it's a really sharp looking jersey, and they had it on like Suzuki, and it looks really good.
Yeah, it
think
is nice.
It is a nice jersey.
I do enjoy it.
Is there bias in there? Yeah. Guess what? My team, my list. I don't care.
Is this a pre-order, Adam?
No, I'm not spending $300 on the jersey. That's insane.
$300 US.
Exactly.
So I
But
can't do that
still,
math, but
it's a nice jersey. Like,
yeah, it is a nice jersey.
sexy.
I do enjoy it.
Number 2, we've looked at it a bunch already, but I almost put the Nordiques Colorado one number 1, but then I just kind of realized, okay, it's not that creative. As we've kind of, it's just a color swap with the old. So it is a bit of sacrilege to the Nordiques. It kind of is. And I am the biggest fan of them coming back in the world. You guys know that. I want my Battle of Quebec really, really badly. So it did feel like a bit of a slap in the face. And when Steve Daniels like, get a WA jersey on this, I wanted to cry. But it felt really, really nice. My number 1.
You're gonna get Eric Lindros on it.
That hurts. That hurts. Number 1 for me is the Arizona one. Their normal Kachina is just, they have these jerseys with the Kachina that it's just, it doesn't look like it should be in the NHL, but it works. Like it's sort of cartoony. The coyote thing works, and it has like the half mask. It looks like a Soul Reaper from Bleach. I don't know how many people are going to get that reference.
I didn't even get the reference.
It looks like it's a Hollows mask. And
Okay.
then like, it's just the sort of cartooniness of the cactus and the moon and like the dunes of the desert that I think make it. And like I love purple. I love the look of purple and orange on this jersey. It is so nice. It just sucks that Arizona is such a joke because they have some of the nicest jerseys in the sport.
They should just make this their home jersey.
They should. This
Yeah.
is seriously one of the nicest jerseys I've ever seen. It is just so nice, Daniel. I don't know what you're.
No, I like it. I like it. I just don't like the bottom
Just the cactus.
and like the orange like hills. Like I know
It's character. It's creative. It's not.
it looks like an added thing that you would get when you buy a fake jersey online.
That's the fun in it. It's just like, oh, look at me on the Bruins. Who's going to go all straight laced tonight? Oh, okay. You know what? I'll do my bottom 3, and then we'll go Alex, and then back to Daniel. Right? GM Superb Man is live. Alex will be able to watch his Leaf stream after this, probably.
Oh, are they? Is he live?
He just went live. Yeah. Okay. My bottom 3.
Yeah.
My third least favorite is actually the Oilers.
But
Because-
aren't these jerseys supposed to be retro reviewed? They're not supposed to be creative, are they?
I think they need. Okay, here's the thing. I will argue that I love Montreal's because it's so different. And again, it has nothing to do with the 1976 team. It's just the normal jersey with swapped colors. Okay. The Kachina is the most creative jersey. For this, it's not retro. It's retro reverse. I get you're bringing it back, but I just look at the sort of Oilers one. I'm like, okay, your Gretzky one, great. I don't care. I don't think there's enough zazz to it. I kind of want something a bit more creative in my sort of jersey. The only reason that Colorado's is up there is because it's just playing on my heartstring. But
Mhm.
I mean, Montreal, Arizona's just looks. I mean, Vancouver's is better than the Oilers in my opinion, and Vancouver's one looks terrible. But they tried something new with fading the colors. It doesn't work.
Oh, it looks awful.
Oh, it looks disgusting. But hell, you tried. I mean, I hate New York's because I don't feel like there's enough going on around the collar and the sleeves. But man, at least you tried something a little different. Like I
What-
like Phillies with the
Does-
black how it wraps around the arms, but
Go back to the Rangers for a second.
Yes.
It literally looks like they just photoshopped that logo onto the picture.
The model doesn't even like it. Look at his poor face.
That was when the Rangers were. I remember that era. They were one of the highest spenders, but they were like one of the worst teams.
But anyway, I just no offense, but I don't Gretzky sort of the Kings works because it looks genuinely nice. I don't care that it's Gretzky, and I don't care that you're bringing back a Gretzky Oilers thing because, quite frankly, it just reminds me of how disappointing the team.
You know what I wish they brought back?
What?
The 2000 and the one they had in like when they went to the finals, 2006. So Todd McFarlane, the guy who did a lot of the 80s Spider-Man and like he created Spawn.
Yeah.
He created an Oilers one of like, remember like the drop and then it was like a machine like thing behind it. That was probably one of my favorite ones.
I don't think many people like that jersey. I do. I'm with you, but I don't think it's popular in Edmonton.
No.
No.
I remember because that was also the jersey they had when they went to the finals and then after Chris Pronger's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Mm-hmm. Right. My second from the bottom is the Leafs one.
Fair.
Because I don't know what it is. I don't like a lot of gray on jerseys. Like I'm not a big fan of San Jose's and it just has the bleach. And like I don't like how the logo just seems like kind of big. It feels like when you were younger and you would try and like you were doing an assignment on Word and you needed a picture, and instead of properly framing it, you just dragged it out and it looked a bit bloated and the quality dropped on the picture. Apparently it looks better in person. It's just
Yeah.
from the picture, I'm like, nah, that doesn't do it for me.
No.
I'd like the logo if it was like on a hat.
So, yeah, I think that's fair.
If it was on a I was on a yeah.
On a hat, yeah. I'd buy that.
Yeah. It's like, and the shape, I don't hate the shape of the leaf. I think it's pretty nice. It's not the cookie cutter one.
Thank God.
But it's just like, what gets me is the size of it and the sleeves. I don't know why. Sleeves are an important part of the jersey for me. And my least favorite
Yeah.
is the practice jersey from Detroit.
You mean their all-star jerseys?
I mean, my God, on it. Like, come on. This is bad.
It's literally an all-star jersey. They just removed the all-star logo. That's it.
Last season, it's
Yes.
so terrible. And then, come on, Iserman.
They're selling the unsold jerseys.
Yeah, and by the way, honorable mention to the Islanders.
Oh my God, it's the same jersey.
Alex, you're
Okay. Okay. My third one is Vancouver. I just it looks weird.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought the blending was that good of an idea. It just didn't work. But it was creative, so I guess they get some credit for that. But yeah, I would have liked maybe if they did the V, the black, red, and yellow one,
or the skate.
Or the skate. Yeah, like anything but this logo. Not that I don't like this logo, but let's kick it back.
We love the
bit.
Orca.
Yeah. My second one is the Leafs. The picture that they put out, I don't like, but I think Sid Sixero had it on SDP. And it looks much better from that than it does from what they took. But still, I still don't like it that much. I don't know. I don't know. That's the reason. I don't know. That's why I don't like this jersey. The least favorite one, it's a tie because they're both absolutely boring in so many ways. The Red Wings and the Islanders.
Please tell me they're on the same picture. No, okay. Well,
It's okay. The Red Wings is literally the 2019 All-Star jerseys
Yeah.
with the All-Star logo removed. The Islanders one is pretty much their regular jersey. What is different?
Sorry, just the spelling.
No,
Oh, I
it's-
didn't even notice the spell. Like, okay, they changed the color. They changed the color, guys. Okay, they changed the blue a little bit.
I think
they added
the
some
only
white.
difference is they made the blue darker.
And they added some white. A little bit.
No, the third one is nice.
Like oh God, I do not like literally 2 days after, did they not release merch with their old logo, the one with the
Fisherman.
yeah, the fisherman
Yeah, that one's
with
cool.
with they had it with on hats and other stuff, but on the jersey, no.
They listened to me. I just wanted the logo on the hat.
I think it's boring.
Daniel, your bottom three.
All right, my apps, the one that I actually don't like because of how disappointing it was and the chance they had was the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, to go back to Atlanta? Because that was my first thought.
No, no,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
no. It's because I cannot remember who I remember. Someone wrote about it, but it was kind of true where they had a chance to bring back like at least some kind of the original jersey with like the colors that they have that remind people of remember when Timo Solani had 76 goals as a rookie for your team. Let's look back on those days of the Jets and let's bring back those colors or like a different form of how that original logo was, where it was a bit jagged. It was a bit kind of like when you look at it, you're like, okay, yeah, it was there for that era. And I really believe that they had. I think Steve Dangle talked about it too. Like they were blessed with getting back the team and getting back the colors. Like they could have done something more.
That's true. I wonder how much they could actually use though. Like I know they have
Yeah.
the name and the colors, but I have a feeling that there might have been some roadblocks.
Yeah. Call me crazy, but there should be a jersey that shows their history. So it shows the Atlanta Thrashers and the Phoenix Coyotes.
It really should have. They should have done an Atlanta one. It would have been so jokes.
That'd been funny. I would I would have been like,
Can I be honest?
we could all get a Eel Kovalchuk one.
I think people are whinging a bit too much about that.
Which
I
one?
love this Jets jersey.
You do?
I think it looks so nice.
So you
It
don't
reminds
need
me of,
gray.
remember when they had the reflex jerseys? Do you remember those?
I don't like. Listen, it's all about the combination. Like a light blue in that, or like teal and gray, but like a dark blue with a darker gray like this. I
Yeah.
think looks really nice and accented with like the sort of lighter blue that Winnipeg and around the Jet itself. I think that looks nice. It's all about how you use the colors.
Yeah, because I like the logo. The gray, I don't know.
Like I think like Tampa Bay's, I'm not a massive fan of because it's like the weird back. Like I just look. What was with like these sort of older jerseys and like the weird dark gray, light grays? I just
Yeah, I wish they brought back like I'm fine with this jersey. It's just other than I put the blue on the top and then I make the rest of the jersey black, so it's kind of a throwback to their Stanley Cup winning team.
Mhm.
I mean, not this year, 2004.
Yeah. Sorry, Lord, and go on though. Do you have honorable mentions? How many do you have?
My honorable mentions. I guess it's Detroit. Actually, no, my second. Oh no, I'm on my second one. So before honorable mentions, before number one, my second worst one I don't like is Vancouver. Same thing Alex said, but also like I think for me, and this is coming from someone is not a Canucks fan, but I really wanted to see the skate again.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the black jersey come back again. Again, that was a time other than 2011, like 1994 was, and I did not watch this, but that's when they went to the finals against the Rangers. That was the jersey they had, Pavel Bure. There's a jersey like Trevor Linden, that was the team.
Mhm.
And like they had that opportunity to kind of bring it back. I know that the Orca is beloved there, but again, like the fade is really off for me.
Mhm.
That Vegas jersey so retro.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to put
I
that
know.
out there.
I remember, the good old days. Vegas coming out, we congregated at places to watch games.
It's based off an ECHL team, isn't it? I was reading something about, it, and I think there was mention of it's actually a throwback to that.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
They obviously use their shoulder logo. If it's funny you bring that up, I prefer this over their golden terrible thing.
Yeah, so do
You know,
I.
it reminds me of the video game Shovel Knight.
Yes.
It reminds me of it. Yeah.
Okay, what are your honorable mentions?
Okay, my honorable mention for like the worst one is like the Detroit Red Wings. Again, not a lot of creativity there. And I guess my worst one. It's kind of weird. I mean, like the Islanders are kind of up there too because they didn't do anything.
Yeah.
The Panthers, I think they would. I wish they kind of went back to other colors. Like the logo was fine, but nothing really working for me there. My worst one is the Pittsburgh Penguins
Wow. Okay.
because it's just Pittsburgh, and when I like look back on this and thought about these retro jerseys, the Penguins never really brought back like the original one they had like in the 90s when they won the cup.
Mhm.
I don't understand why. And the other one was, and I'm probably in the minority for this, but I remember when they used to have the blue jerseys. They used it for the Winter Classics. That used to be an alternate. I really liked that blue, and it was a throwback to when they were just starting out. And I really wish they kind of brought that here with like the yellow. That would have been really nice.
Baby blue is a really underrated color, by the way. You can use it really, really well.
That was also Malkin's Hart Trophy year when they used that jersey as their third jersey.
I feel really bad for this particular model because it feels like they've been giving him all the bad jerseys.
Mhm.
I'm so all right. Are there any other ones you guys just want to give a shout out to? Like Nashville looked the same. I mean, yeah, we mentioned New Jersey went back to the Christmas colors.
Um,
You guys want to mention?
Wait, go with that Dallas Stars one.
I think it's
I can't even read stars, but that's fine, I guess.
it's a faded jersey. It's supposed to look retro. It's already pre-faded for you.
I don't hate their old like the really dark, so like the dark green black ones they had, like the Medano ones. I think those.
Mhm.
Shout out to Pete Blackburn giving the Carolina Hurricanes crap for like juicing the Whalers.
I know. That's what I kind of thought too.
For what?
For just using the Whalers at every chance they get. And I love how he also gave him crap. It was like, so you got the Whalers jersey and you made it a darker gray. Slight tinge of darkness into the gray. And also, let's give a shout out to the Blackhawks who have just so happened to have barely shown their logo in the reveal. Even here on NHL.com, it's to the side.
They definitely have had a jersey like that.
The
Like
Leafs
exactly
bordered-
like that
bordered-
before.
The model for the Leafs
I think
borderline
so.
did that too. Like she's like tilted in a way where like you could see only like right at the edge of the logo, and then that's it. You don't see the other side of the jersey.
Let's be clear. The only reason this happened is because everyone needs money.
Yeah. Again, the Sabres one. I don't like that the name is there.
By the way, wait, just so you know, I'm mentioning the Blackhawks because like it's interesting that they might. Does this mean they legitimately might change the name and the logo?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. How like they didn't show it. No, I believe in the past. I can't remember exactly the story with it, but I just find it very interesting that they're not showing it.
There was something that came out a few months ago. I think we talked about it on the show too. I don't remember the story. Let's see if I can find it quickly.
But hey, I mean, it does, by the way, look like a few outdoor game jerseys they've had over the past few years.
Yeah.
They love going to black as that main color. They really do.